the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
All right, take a look now, if we can, on our radar shot. We'll get that to you here in just a minute, show you what's going on as far as the maximum wind gusts that we have seen across the region. Storms not severe, but man, they were overnight. So many folks waking up to, one, the intense lightning and thunder, the blinding rain, the extreme wind, the hail hitting your roof, and if not that, your phone probably waking you up, or at least I hope it did, if you were in the warned areas, because we had that chance for your windows to be busted out due to the large hail being driven by that extreme wind. So it has been wild. We've had anywhere from 50 to 60 to 70 mile per hour winds measured across the region. Let me go out to Brandon Pennell. Brandon, you have another area of flooding. The rain has really let up across the region, but we still have big time areas where, yes, water is still a big problem. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, Lacey, so this is Portland at southwest 149th, and you can tell the amount of water that's crossing Portland right now as these ditches and creeks are completely out of their banks. You know, that's not, obviously you can see in the shot, not standing water. That water is on the move. And as we were talking about earlier, you know, people that attempt to try to go through this kind of stuff, but then you can see, I'll zoom in just a little bit, hopefully you can see it better, but this log just emerged out from underneath that water. It came up out of the creek and then into the road and then out from underneath it, and now it's just kind of floating and bouncing along. So, you know, that is the kind of stuff that's underneath the water that you are attempting to drive into instead of going around, and that can cause just as much problems, if not more, than the actual water itself, not knowing that it's there. Back to you.
How many times have you seen that, Brandon? You've seen that several times this morning, but it's a great visual for folks that are heading out, maybe heading to an early morning church service. Just know that, yes, the water, I mean, one, that should be the red flashing light, don't drive into it, but it's pulling so much debris across the roadways that we have just seen time and time again across areas of Oklahoma City, Moore, Norman, and points off to the southeast. So very, very heavy rain. All right, let's go back to Links 3, and let me show you a look now at the storms that came on through. So this is a radar loop taking you back to early in the morning as the storms blasted in. Hannah and Justin, of course, and our storm trackers keeping you updated as those flared up. Had supercells ahead of the line form, and this was a huge line of wind and hail that moved on through. We showed you the winds, 60 to 70 miles per hour. A lot of golf ball size hail and some baseball size hail was reported. Rain is ending in Oklahoma City. It is light. We've had some sprinkles, moderate rain from Luther to Newalla, and then back to the east. It's ending, but I do think we'll have a chance for a few more showers back coming in from the west. Rain down into southern Oklahoma and then back into the far south, anywhere from light to moderate rain, and nothing severe. No more damaging winds, no more hail, but any additional water to these areas will continue to lead to more flooding. And Hannah's going to show you some of the rainfall totals here in just a minute. Here's the latest on the map, but 2 to 4 to locally 5 to 6 inches. She'll show you more of that in just a minute. Trackers are still out bringing you these areas of problem spots, but I know you want to know, what does the rest of your Sunday have in store? Hannah has the forecast for you.
Well, Lacey, if you are heading out the door right now, this is a far cry from what we had earlier this morning. So now just seeing ongoing light rain all through central Oklahoma, through western Oklahoma, southern Oklahoma as well. These were max wind gusts from the storms that moved through, 70, 77 miles per hour, the strongest wind gusts down in the Altus area. These are your totals from the storm as well, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches. All of this getting picked up here since 2 a.m. just in the past 6 hours or so, which has caused major flooding all through central Oklahoma, down through the Norman area, down through Newcastle as well, Oklahoma City, Moore, all included in that as far as seeing that rain. So as we head through the next few hours, the good news is all your severe threat has diminished quite a bit. We're still continuing to see light rain, but all of this continues to push off to the south and to the east. I think for this model, we're going to continue to see a little bit more rain in western Oklahoma than that's showing, but by 11, 12, we're starting to see all of that push out of the Sooner State. Then people can get out and about a little bit more easily, assess the damage, see what's been going on. But as far as this morning goes, still seeing ongoing rain from Clinton to Oklahoma City, down through Ada, McAllister, Durant. All of this is going to continue on its way out of here. But for now, still dealing with those light showers. There's that complex that started diving through the state very early this morning. It entered the state at about midnight and has continued to bring severe weather all across the state now. No more warnings in place, just seeing areas of light to moderate rain all through along and south of I-40 and just a little bit north of that as well. Currently 66 degrees. Here's a look at our Norman cam. Low cloud cover. It is a gray start to the day for sure. It is humid. That's going to be the case all day long. A very humid day in store. Your rain chances start to taper off by noon. And then we have some sunshine breaking through for this afternoon. Temperatures topping out in the upper 70s and low 80s. Currently, we're starting in the 60s, mid to upper 60s for most people. 64 in Clinton, 62 in Woodward. We got some 50s mixed in out in the Panhandle where there's ongoing rain and cloud cover. Still seeing low 70s and also continuing to see some warmer temperatures there down along the red. Winds fairly light now that the storms have moved through. No longer seeing those stronger wind gusts, except for a couple 25s maybe mixed in down in southwest Oklahoma. But this afternoon, 80 degrees, our high temperature. It is still going to be very humid, though, so still feeling fairly warm. Temperature is not all that hot, though. 66 overnight tonight. It's quiet. It's cool. We get a little bit of a break from the rain for tomorrow. And then our next chance for rain and storms is going to be Monday night, an 80% chance all through western Oklahoma, southwest Oklahoma. Some of these could be strong to severe. Again, watching the threat for some golf ball sized hail and 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Flooding also definitely a possibility with that. And then the heat builds back. We dry out for a little bit before our next systems move in next weekend. Don't go anywhere. We've got much more for you coming up right after this.